What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Sean. Today on this Monday's, I almost forgot what we were doing, y'all. This Monday, we have a Reddit reading episode for you guys. Stories include an OP who constantly brings her daughter-in-law to tears, an OP who is woken up at 2 a.m. to make a meal for their boyfriend, an OP who sleeps with their ex's boyfriend, another OP who blames a coworker for a life-altering event, and a friend's mom makes an OP cry. And of course, it wouldn't be a Monday episode without a segment from the amazing Underbaki. But that's not all. If you are a patron or a YouTube member, you'll also get to hear us talk about an OP who married his wife because he owed her family money. If that sounds interesting to you, links are in the show notes to become a YouTube member and or patron member. If not, I hate you. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
Hello, welcome Wikimaniacs. It's your boy Sean. With me today, just one of my J's, not two J's. Josh.
What's
Say
up?
hello.
How's it going?
I'm stressed. It's been a stressful day, but I'm leaving that at the door to be here with you, my guy.
Wow.
And with all the Wikimaniacs.
Look at that. The last one of us at work stressing about work.
Yeah. Wow.
Classic.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could address like John's he might be on Friday's episode, but he redoing his house or something. I don't actually know what he was doing.
I think he said he's remodeling some stuff in his house because I don't know how he does that stuff, but he's doing it. I was stressed out with just a bathroom. He's doing a whole home.
Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe he's just modeling in his house. Maybe we got confused.
All that weight loss is getting to his head.
He's doing the toilet model for a bidet sponsorship, maybe.
Oh, God. I could only hope.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But are you ready to hop into today's story? I don't know if you noticed, Wikimaniacs and or Josh, but I added an extra story in there because without John, when one of us is missing, or at least when I host, the episode gets a little shorter.
I don't talk as much as John.
Well, I mean, it's just it cuts off 1/3 of the
that's true
of the talking of the dialogue.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I thought I'd add an extra story in there just so you guys get your full money's worth. Even you freeloaders.
Shots at our free audience.
Yeah, the majority of our listeners. That's a shot at y'all.
Yeah, a large portion, I would say.
A
for
large
sure.
portion. Yeah. And I'd say, fucking look at yourself in the mirror. Take a long, hard look.
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
That's right. And pay us. I'm trying to be like John and Josh and not have to fucking work.
We'll get you here one day after the bidet sponsorship.
Fingers crossed. All right. I got a little bit of a high-low. I'm going a Josh roller coaster this time. Not a classic Sean sandwich, but a Josh coaster, if you will.
Okay.
So we're going to start. This one is coming from r/wholesome memes. First time for me.
Wholesome memes. Okay.
Cross-posted from Jazz Like Ground Score Fly, Ground Score 9512. First time reading that out loud.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So this is an OP who constantly brings her daughter-in-law to tears.
This is unwholesome.
Yeah.
I guess it could be good tears. That's fair enough.
The subreddit really blows the twist on this one. I gotta say.
Maybe we should just read the title and then
and then just
say where
cross-posted from a mysterious subreddit.
Whoa, this sounds terrible.
We'll never say. All right. I don't know what the original question was, but it looks like this is like a top upvoted comment on something. I assume originally from like r/ask. And then
ask Reddit or something.
This is
like
an
that.
answer
to
something.
Got it.
So this user writes, I've started on occasion accidentally, and that's air quotes for the podcast listeners, but actually on purpose, not hanging up the phone correctly when getting off a call with my daughter-in-law. I then proceed to talk to my husband about how much I enjoy talking to her, how lovely I think she is, how glad I am that our son chose her, and whatever other boost I may think she needs. She doesn't have any family that uplifts her, just the kind that tears her down. I started doing this after my son told me about his wife coming into him in full-on snot tears because I had once butt dialed her while talking to my husband about her. She stayed on the line to hear what I really thought of her, expecting the worst because that's been her experience of her family. Apparently, she was quite touched by the things I said, and my son told me it gave her a confidence boost that lasted weeks. So, I do it more often now, and neither of them have any idea that I'm doing it on purpose. They just think I'm getting old and I'm getting worse at managing my text. Lol. Or my tech. Lol.
I love the gaslighting in a wholesome way.
Yeah.
They think I'm going crazy.
They're going to come to her like one day in like 5 years, be like, Mom, you're going crazy. You don't know how to hang up the phone. You're just getting so bad at tech. We got to get you in a home. Like, bitch, I've been doing that on purpose for years.
Yeah, okay, Mom. It's okay.
Yeah, all right. That's what they all say, Mom. I'm glad you wrote it on Reddit because you have some sort of validation.
Proof. Yeah,
if they
that's
do
true.
fucking come for your ass.
Yeah, this is my account. I don't know how to log into it right now, but I swear to God, this is my account.
I swear. Just come back to this podcast.
True. Yeah.
We got you. We got you on lock.
That's good. That's nice. I like that. Wholesome butt dials. That you don't hear about butt dials too often nowadays.
Yeah.
And then even the ones that I have received, sometimes it's like you don't hear anything anyway. So it's like
it's just silent.
Yeah. It's someone's butt is what you're hearing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. That's a wholesome ass story.
A nice little trick for anybody that wants to give their friends a confidence boost.
Yeah, just don't do it too much, or they might
catch on. Like, man, my mother-in-law really likes me.
Yeah, talks way too much about me. Actually, it's kind of creepy.
It was sweet at first. All right, this next one is a little bit longer. This one is coming from r/off my chest. Cross-posted from Josh P. Soas.
Whoa, that's me.
Whoa, another Josh in the wild. This is OP woken up at 2 a.m. to make a meal for their boyfriend.
Oh, okay. This is giving me controlling boyfriend, make me a sandwich type vibes.
Crazy to wake anybody up to make you a meal. Just fucking get in a world where DoorDash exists.
Or, pizza pockets. There's tons of like quick throw in the microwave meals that you could make.
I'm just saying, if this guy is completely helpless, like he can't do anything in the kitchen, DoorDash exists. But also, yes, Easy Mac.
Yeah, true.
Fucking.
What's your go-to poor dinner or whatever, quote unquote?
Oh, my boy dinner?
Boy dinner. Yeah.
Okay, so I take the Costco has like their own version of Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
Okay.
So I'll air fry some of those bad boys up. And then I'll take a Migo Rang, which is the best instant noodle, in my opinion.
Okay.
And then I just make a bowl of Migo Rang and then I top it with the chicken nuggets. And then I put some spicy mayo on top of that.
Damn.
Some chili oil on top of that. Call it a day.
Way more impressive than mine. Mine's like, this one comes from my dad. Who taught us toast and then a bowl of syrup, and you just dip the toast in the syrup. It's
that sounds fucking awesome.
My nephew calls it dippy toast. So
so it's like French toast without the egg
or the cinnamon
or it's a broke man's French toast.
Yeah, I asked for poor dinner. That's what
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I get okay. What is my poor dinner? I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't keep a lot of snacks.
That's fair.
We just have a bunch of Costco frozen foods.
I mean,
we buy food in bulk, I guess.
Yeah. Probably, better for you that way.
I do love a grilled cheese.
Oh yeah. I had
grilled
one of those
cheese
today.
is solid. Yeah. Fucking. I saw some guy he got a hot dog bun. He put cheese, some sliced jalapenos, a hot dog, topped it with more cheese, and then flipped that on the grill
What the
to
fuck?
give like a hard cheese casing on the top and then melt everything inside. I was like,
God damn.
holy shit, I need to have that.
That sounds good.
I think I'm going to make that on July 4th because it sounds American as fuck.
Oh, true. Yeah. I forgot that's this week too.
Oh, it's already has passed. Go America.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
sucking. You guys fucking suck. We just gave the president, I think he's a king now, I think is what I heard. He can just do whatever the fuck as long as he says it's official work.
Yeah.
Okay, he could just murder somebody and be like, it was official work. What could I have done?
He's
Insane.
Homelander, baby.
Fucking insane. Yeah, that Project 2025 is real.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate. Anyways, I might have to add another story, Josh. We are running through these. It's 11 minutes in. We're 2 stories down.
Dude, I just burned us through 4 minutes asking you about your toast dinner, and you went to
True.
Project
oh my God.
25.
It's not even 2 stories. I just read the title. I literally only read the title. All right, let's get into it. My fucking dumbass. All right. Boyfriend, 31 male, woke me, 34 female, up at 2 a.m. to make him dinner. I made him leave instead.
Yeah.
I am seriously never dating again. No advice needed. I just want to vent. Throwaway for the usual reasons. So I became official with this guy a couple months ago. He was sweet, kind, funny, gorgeous, the usual stuff. And everything was fine. We'd stay, not a great descriptive term for the beginning of a relationship.
Yeah.
Everything was okay.
It was fine.
Fine.
It was all right. Fine's not a
Fine
great
even.
descriptor for
Yeah.
a relationship.
At any stage, really.
Or
Yeah,
at, like-
fine should.
Yeah,
should
fine's
not.
like
But
medium. Like you're middle of the pack. Like
Yeah.
if you say, "Oh, you look fine today," like that's like not a
Well,
compliment exactly.
depends on your tone while you
The
say
tone, yes, for sure.
Because you could be like, damn, you look fine. And then that is a compliment for sure.
But if they're like, "How do I look?" and you're like, "Oh, you look fine,"
Yeah.
like that hits different.
Yeah. So unless this person typed it out as everything was fine, then it's good. Otherwise,
Yeah.
probably not. And I'm assuming probably not.
Probably not.
We'd stay at each other's places, have date nights, general relationship stuff. In short, no red flags. A couple beige ones here and there, but everyone has those. Then came the other night. He's currently having to pick up the slack at his job due to multiple people quitting. We decided to spend the weekend at my place as his roommates can be quite loud and he needed to concentrate on fixing a system at his job so he can remotely work. Friday is fine. Fine.
It's all right.
We stay, and in between his working, we do the usual couple stuff. Saturday comes, and something has gone wrong, and the stress is doubled. So now he isn't eating anything that I make, which is fine. Hope he loves fine. I simply remind him there are leftovers in the fridge. By 11 p.m., he's still working, so I head to bed. I am then startled by him waking me up at 2 a.m., shaking me, telling me that he's hungry now. Confused.
Like a toddler.
Yeah. Baby needs his baba.
Yeah, I hunger.
Confused, I remind him about the leftovers and turn over to go back to sleep. But he gets grumpy and tells me I need to make him something fresh. I'm completely, honestly confused and so sleepy while he rattles on about coconut shrimp or something.
What the fuck?
Still half asleep, I just stare at him as I try to work out what the fuck is actually happening. I'm guessing my silence pissed him off as he started having a go at me for not, quote unquote, doing my duty as his girlfriend.
Oh.
That woke me up fully. And I told him to get out of my house. His attitude, wild that you're doing this at your girlfriend's house.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that you just shook her awake.
I was going to say her duty is like she's been supporting you. It sounds like she's been making food anyway. There's leftovers and she's letting you to stay at her place. Like she's going above and beyond.
She's doing a lot of favors.
Yeah.
His attitude changed then and he was apologizing, but I just repeated myself and eventually he left the room. I got up, followed him, picked up his stuff, put it into a bag, and once again told him to get out. He looked like a deer in headlights. He kept trying to say sorry and hug me, and it was only when I threw his car keys into his arms that he realized I was serious, and he left. This was Sunday morning, and it's now Monday night, and I still refuse to speak to him. He's tried calling and texting, but I'm honestly just annoyed and dumbfounded. I know I'll have to speak to him at some point, but I don't want to. He's an idiot. If/when I do speak to him, I'll update. But for now, I'm just going to go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, you don't owe him shit.
Honestly, when she said, I know I'll have to talk to him, very few times are we like, yeah, ghost. I think this is one of those rare times where you could just ghost.
I mean, I guess if it makes you feel better to officially end things, then sure, go do it. But other than that, you don't owe him anything. Here's the thing. I get being stressed at work and then also working a night shift where you're up at 2 a.m. and being like tired. But to go and wake someone else up to make you food when she already made you food and there's leftovers in the fridge, that's an insane thing to do. You know what I mean? So over the top that's if you feel that's cut off material, that's cut off material for him doing that. So
yeah, I feel like this was maybe a fucking test. He's just throwing a little tester out there, like, how will she react? Poorly, brother. This was a stupid decision.
Yeah,
just like what Josh said. Waking somebody up, wild. Telling them, after they remind you, oh yeah, there's food in the fridge for you that I cooked, to be like, I need you to wake up and make me coconut shrimp fresh now, which requires
so much work.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're just doing like the frozen air fryer coconut shrimp. And if that's the case,
you can
fucking do that, brother. Like that's, and also it sounds like he works in tech. So you got to assume he's making money.
Yeah.
Also, he's working at 11 remotely. So you imagine, he's salary.
Yeah.
So again, DoorDash is an option, or just get off your ass and drive to whatever fast food establishment is close. It's just such a bad decision I mean, honestly, even if you cooked for yourself, that would probably make noise and potentially wake up the owner of the goddamn house. So
I'm more okay with that part though. If he just went and made the food, I'd be like, all right, you know what? He
not if he made goddamn coconut shrimp. I feel like this post would be the same thing if he started making fucking coconut shrimp from scratch.
I'm thinking if he's making like a grilled cheese or something like that and accidentally woke her up, or like, you know what I mean? Like he's also
microwaving the goddamn leftovers that have already been cooked.
Yeah. Because he's also sleep deprived and stressed out right now. So, I mean, you can give him a little leeway, but yeah, going out of his way to try and force you to make him something is
shaking
crazy.
It's fucking so stupid.
Yeah. I'd kick him out just for that. I need my sleep.
Yeah. I average like 5, a solid 5er.
Yeah, I do.
So
6 or 7 maybe.
Yeah, so if somebody fucking woke me up to cook them a meal, I would also look at them crazy. All right, let's get into this next one. This is coming from r/off my chest from a goat, Phoebe the fan.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. All right, this is I slept with my ex-husband's boyfriend last night.
Oh man, this might not be I don't know. This one's tough. It could be a fine, thing that happens, but this also could be you're kind of a
horrific
piece of shit.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. My ex-husband is my best friend. We got married as an arrangement to get out of our strict religious community. He's gay and didn't want to get married, and I didn't want to get married the way my parents wanted me to. So we got married together. A few years later, we moved. He came out, and we divorced.
I see. Okay. This is way better. Not the religious family part. That part's horrible, whether they had to get out that way, but
just that they're cordial.
The situation is better than I originally thought going into it.
Yeah.
For the two main characters.
Truly the title was vague. Anything could have been happening. My mom discovered that I still had a good relationship with him and called me to scold me. And then, also crazy.
Yeah.
And then I revealed that our marriage being a cover was actually my idea. Things got a little crazy with her, so my ex-husband offered to let me stay at his place for safety. After thinking about it for a few days, I accepted. I'm still staying with them, and they drive me to work. However, last night we watched a series, Fallout, on the couch. He was hugging his boyfriend, and I was just sitting at a distance. But it seems like I fell asleep on top of his boyfriend. I don't know for how long, but I woke up to the sound of gunshots coming from the TV, and I was sleeping on his shoulder.
I was so concerned for a second.
Okay, yeah. Did I leave too long of a pause there? My apologies.
Little bit. I woke up to gunshots on the TV. Fuck.
The gunshots on the TV, and I was on his shoulder. I tried to apologize, but they said it was okay. We kept watching, but I was still falling asleep, so his boyfriend kind of became my pillow without me wanting him to. Now, I've been sleeping on the couch for a few days, but to be honest, I don't really like it. So when they said we were going to sleep, I was kind of sleepy drunk, like when you're so tired, you kind of act drunk, and told them that they should take me to bed. They then helped me get up, and we managed to fit into the bed with me in between them. I don't know, but I felt loved and safe and cozy. I could forget about my current problems. In the morning, my ex was still sleeping and his boyfriend had already woken up. Everything was normal, but I have conflicting feelings. Maybe because I haven't felt so spoiled and loved in a long time. Maybe I'm just a little desperate for some affection, but it felt so good. So much so that I don't know how to think about it rationally, to be honest. My feelings are all over the place. Maybe someone can help me put a name to what I'm feeling right now. I don't know if it's possible to keep sleeping in the same bed tonight or tomorrow night until I go back to my own place. Do I accept it? Do I reject this feeling? I don't know how to do it without being very awkward.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. I like this just sounds like it's a comfortable, like you feel comfortable around these two people. And the thought of sleeping with two people that you feel comfortable with around you is nice. I think that's a nice thing. So I don't know. It might be your desire to find someone that you feel comfortable with and can sleep in the same bed with. I truly have no idea what this could be, but that would be my guess.
No, I mean, this reminded me of Scrubs. Whenever JD and Ted were both going in, and both of their characters are. JD is the main character, and he's very like a hopeless romantic Ted Mosby type guy, and then Ted is the lawyer who is there for comedic value. No, is just a very sad character, and they were like both at a lonely point in life, and they bumped shoulders, and they both went ooh, like they swooned whenever they did it. They're like, oh, that's how bad I'm down bad. I fucking just swooned at bumping shoulders with Ted.
Yeah, it's like when you really need a hug or something like that. And then you get one, you're like, you hold on a little bit longer for it.
Yeah. I think that, first off, this ended up way sweeter than I thought it would be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The sleeping together is actually quite literally just sleeping next to them.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be,
horrific.
Yeah, sexual or something like that.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I think like what Josh said, I would just talk to them and be like verbatim what Josh said. Like last night was kind of like getting a hug. You know what I mean? Like, I've been divorced from you. It sounds like, my family. I don't really have family. You're really sounds like my closest friend, maybe only friend at this point in time. So it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, I just need platonic love, affection. You know what I mean? It sounds like they probably didn't grow up with a lot of it. I know a lot of strict religious households are not always the most empathetic or sympathetic, which is really the antithesis of most religions.
There's a lot of groups that are the antithesis of what they claim to be.
Exactly. Fucking right. Patriots, you stupid. But yeah, I think, of course, it could be a very awkward conversation to have, but you got to trust that, this is your best friend. Maybe have it with just the best friend, maybe not the boyfriend. It might freak the boyfriend out.
I mean, if you're being real with yourself, they probably know, right? They know where you're at in life. They know what's happening with your family, and they were very okay with having you sleep in between them. So I think,
good point.
If anything, they're going to understand more than anyone else would in this world.
Yeah, because honestly, if they did think it was super weird, they probably wouldn't have had you sleep in between them in the first place.
Exactly.
That is kind of a wild ask, and then they obliged to it. So
like,
I mean,
sure,
honestly,
hell yeah.
just have a talk with them. They're probably way more open than you think.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. This one is we're getting back down. This one is a dark one. So right off the bat, trigger warning for death. Trigger warning for drugs. I guess overdosing.
Okay.
So if that doesn't sound like a good time, we definitely understand. The timestamps are fixed now in the descriptions, so you can just move on right to the next story. No harm, no foul. But if this sounds like something you can handle, let's get right into it. This is coming from r/chew off my chest, cross posted by Ground Score Strawberry Bunny.
Whoa.
It's titled. Oh, yeah, bye indeed.
They've cross-posted enough times.
Yeah, you deserve it. This is titled, My Coworker's Child Overdosed, and I Want to Scream at Her to Take Responsibility.
Oh, man. That's a heavy title.
And the story is exactly what you think. It's heavy.
I was going to say, hard. Unlike the last one, not much ambiguity to this one.
No, very much... actually, a good title, because it's like you can get out and not read this if you don't want to.
True. That's fair.
All right. So please hear me out. My coworker, 43-year-old female, has a son, 22-year-old male, who was on her insurance until last open enrollment. So effective January 1st, 2024, he would not be able to be on her insurance. Her son has severe ADHD and OCD. This also triggers really bad bouts of anxiety. He was a really sweet kid. I had met him on a couple of occasions. She took him off her insurance to, quote unquote, teach him responsibility. But the thing is, she has her other kids and husband on her insurance. So taking him off would not change her rates at all. And I know this because I also have a family insurance plan. And I'm just saying this to give some background. Her son is a broke college student. When she took him off the insurance, she also told him that he needed to start looking for apartments and such, which he did. But working full-time, paying for school, and for the cost of living, he could not afford insurance, let alone his medication. Her husband was completely unaware of any of this and thought him moving out was because the son wanted to. Fast forward 3 weeks ago, and she gets a call at work that her son overdosed and had to go to the hospital. Her husband let us know that he got some ADHD medication from one of his college classmates and he overdosed. The Adderall he got was laced with fentanyl, and unfortunately, he did not make it.
Jesus.
The husband was so confused as to why he didn't go to them, aka his parents, for help for his medication. And that's when another coworker told him about the insurance thing and how his wife told his son he needed to learn how to be responsible. This caused the husband to scream at her in the hospital, security removing him, and then him filing for divorce and kicking her out of the house. She's been at work trying to get sympathy from all of us, and none of us are giving it. She has complained that we're all jerks, just like her husband and kids, because none of us are understanding why she did what she did. We all work in healthcare. We're all nurses. We see what happens when people can't afford healthcare. She could have kept her son on her insurance until his 26th birthday. She instead chose to teach him a lesson. I've spoken to her husband, and he is devastated that he could have helped his son if he had known, and that with insurance, the medication would cost less than $10. I look at her and I see red because she could have helped, but she chose not to. So instead, her son died for what would have cost him less than $120 if she had kept him on the insurance. I want to scream at her that her child's death is entirely her fault. And as a mother, I just can't imagine doing this to a child who needed help. I guess my main takeaway from all of this is please talk to your kids about the opioid epidemic. These drug dealers don't care as long as they make a quick buck. No life is worth less than $120.
God damn. I mean, fuck, I feel for the husband. Like, could you imagine like finding out the death of your child is the direct cause of your wife, like kicking him out and telling him, kicking him off the insurance and telling him he needs to support himself. Like, and doing that all behind your back without even having a discussion with you. What do we always say on the show is the most important thing? Communication.
Communication.
And especially with a partner, discussing plans for your kids. And the truly sad thing about this is it doesn't, like, the kid was trying to just get his medication. He couldn't afford his medication in any other way. And so he went a route, yeah, you can tell your kids not to, but then she pushed him into the situation where he didn't have many other choices. You know what I mean? And it sucks that he felt he had to go through this way and then overdosed on laced, ADHD medication. That's terrible. Like, just horrifying. And I hope, like, this mother's trying to get sympathy. I hope no one gives it to her. She deserves to be, I hate to say charged, because that's a little bit maybe too far, because she's not directly, she
didn't give the fentanyl.
Exactly. So she it would never happen, but she is 100% the reason that this happened. And she should feel horrible about herself, and that guilt should weigh on her. I'm glad the husband's divorcing. I hope, he brings it up in court and takes the kids, the other kids as well, because I don't feel comfortable with them.
Yeah, definitely
with her. Overall, heavy, terrible story.
Yeah, super heavy. I just can't imagine, like, I wonder, I mean, I'm only assuming here, but like, what kind of fear that this kid had for his mother, that he couldn't even talk to his dad about this.
Yeah.
Like, he felt like he had to hide it from his dad, who seems like would have done everything, He didn't even know. He thought everything was happening because the son wanted it to happen.
It is concerning that he didn't know anything, which is a little weird
strange
as well.
To me, that's why I'm like, either the dad is also kind of in this for being just like, not like, because how do you not know?
Yeah,
but then
not
also
aware.
It's either that or the kid is so scared of his mom that he doesn't even talk to his dad about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe like the mom told him, like, you got to learn how to do it without us. Don't talk to your dad about this. I don't know. It's one of those two things. Something's fishy, because it's definitely strange that
both are horrible.
No clue. Yeah, both are horrible options. I don't know how you could go to work as a, healthcare professional, go to work and ask for sympathy, let alone go to work at all. I mean, you take that oath to protect people, and then you put your son in direct, line of danger. So it's just
like, you see it every day how do you not clue in and think, oh, this is the reason these people end up in these situations at the hospital I work at.
And you see him working full time. You see him going to school full time.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he was that. It's like he wasn't like a troubled kid or anything like that. He just I don't know. Like I truly don't understand the rationale between, but like kicking him out and then kicking him off the insurance.
My only thing is like maybe she was raised like when you're 18 you get out, and
which is a dumb mentality, and now
which is a stupid mentality. Times change. Yeah. It was probably dumb back then too, to be honest.
I mean, but you could usually afford to do it back then.
You can't.
Not even close.
But it's just like, I don't know. Like if you see him working hard and also know he's not getting properly medicated, like this would be one thing if, he wasn't diagnosed, but he's diagnosed with multiple things. He's on medication. Like if he was just like never sick and you took him off your insurance, even then stupid to do because you're going to need it. But at least there's some kind of like, oh man, who could have seen this coming? This kid is diagnosed with multiple things. You could very easily see this coming.
Yeah.
And you still chose to do what you did. And it just, for the rest of their life, I just don't see how they could ever forgive themselves. It's insane to even ask for sympathy.
And then a side note, fuck the pharmaceutical companies who don't make this affordable
or free.
Or free. I mean, I know that they would have to make some sort of money to be able to operate, but to make it unaffordable is insane. Like the prices are just crazy on many medications.
Where it costs like $2 to make and they sell it for like $1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're just hoping Mark Cuban can lower that in some areas. I know he's got something.
He's got something.
What it's called, but I don't know. Insane on her part.
Okay.
Happy.
Last story of the day, unless you're a patron or YouTube member. But this one is coming from Discord by Mar Mills. Honestly, a Discord goat. Got a lot of stories sent from Mar Mills.
That's true, actually.
This is a friend's mom makes OP cry.
Oh, another.
another
I
cry.
Butt dial him again.
Yeah. This one is coming from Discord, but actually from hopefully our new friends, r/2 hot takes.
Whoa, they're gonna be pissed.
Hopefully not. Take us on tour with you. Here we go. This is my friend's mom braided my hair and it broke me. Growing up, my mother never did my hair except brushing unless I begged her. She has alopecia and finds hair disgusting. So I never learned to do my own hair. Even for special events, I had to beg her to help me with my hair since I always have trouble, even with a braid. Last night, I asked my friend's mom if she could braid my hair so it would be wavy in the morning. It always looked weird whenever I tried to do it myself because my hair can't hold texture well. She sat me down in a chair and braided my hair for me, being kind and talking to me during it. I didn't have to beg or anything, and she didn't make any pointed remarks. The whole time, I was holding back tears because the only people who have touched my hair in 7 years have been my hairdressers or myself. I didn't think she would actually do my hair for me since I'm used to my ask being rejected from my mother. I felt so loved, and in that moment, I couldn't tell her without seeming strange. And that's it.
Okay.
I gotta say, I'm glad you're having that experience. It sucks that, you had to go through that with your mom. And as someone, and, I only have very light alopecia. There are some people with alopecia that just have no hair.
Yeah.
But I get random bald spots on my head every once in a while. They just pop up. No control of that. They just, wherever they want to, they come up. And so I could get where she, the mom just maybe hasn't had hair for a long time and is just real upset for it. I really hope that your mom gets therapy for that.
Yeah.
Because that's not something that she should be, her disdain for hair or her disgust for hair shouldn't be pushed on you. It's not your fault that you have hair. So it's, and she's taking what could be a very like parent child bonding moment and, throwing it away just because of their personal vendetta. Like, I don't know. It's definitely something that I think both of you should see therapy for. Yeah, I don't know. I can only imagine how many years of trauma, like having alopecia and can do, you know what I mean? Especially if it's to the point where like hair disgusts her. Like, so really therapy would, I think, help immensely in that area and with you too, because, like you said, this broke you, this brought you to tears. So, the trauma that you've had dealing with a mom who doesn't want to do your hair, it can't be easy.
No. And I agree 100%. I think, I mean, to the point, like you said, that it's disgusting her is concerning. And just dumping the trauma on you is upsetting. And your mom should definitely seek therapy and try to at least try and look at it at healthier ways, if not just for you, then for herself. But it was nice of the friend's mom.
Yeah, very nice of the friend's mom. Hopefully, you get more of those moments with your friend's mom, and hopefully you and your mom go to therapy and she can eventually do that for you. That would be great.
Yeah.
All right, Wikimaniacs, it's time for Does This Guy Fuck?
Bam.
Another segment from the amazing Underbaki. Here we go. Two posts, one question. Does this guy fuck?
No.
Usually it's a no. All right. Post number 1 was submitted by M Groundscore First Persian Energy / Parmesan Can't Stop Me on the Discord page. Wow. I got to tell you this. I'm sure Alex really appreciates people sending her things to put in the segment. So, guys, Discord especially would be an easy place to send her stuff. All right, but this first guy is coming from Twitter, so already a bad start on if
Love
this guy fucks.
You mean x.com?
I don't. This guy would say x.com for sure.
Yeah, you would.
This is coming from at Super Sad with 2 A's 44. Oh, it might be his name. Sorry, guys, I'm an idiot. Super Saad 44.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I thought it was Super Sad, and then I saw the name was Saad, and I was like, oh, okay, that's probably a first name.
Well, depending what he posted, I might be super sad.
I think we're all going to be super sad. They write, tomboys are not hot. I repeat, tomboys are not hot. Attraction to tomboys is homosexuality, and women should not be working outside. What kind of man lets his woman work outside like a man? So, Wikimaniacs, does this guy fuck?
No.
No, definitely not. Come on.
I don't understand how this went from tomboys to working outside. Like, I don't know the connection to that. That's a wild pivot at the end.
The picture is like it looks like a girl outside in a flannel. So I'm assuming maybe she's a farmer.
Oh, okay.
So that, I guess, is his.
Yeah. Women could be farmers.
Yeah.
Women could be construction workers. I don't understand I just and then being attracted to that person. It's like saying it's what do you say?
Oh,
basically saying it's gay.
Being
is
attracted to tomboys is homosexuality.
Yeah, being that concerned about who is attracted to who is so fucking weird to me, dude. Like, you don't have to be attracted to that person. You don't have to shit on that person and people who are attracted to that person. Like, who gives a shit? Live your own life. Be attracted to who you want to be attracted to and shut the fuck up. No one needs to hear your opinion. And that's why Twitter sucks.
I do use it, but I don't get a lot of this. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you're probably there for sports.
I'm there for sports.
Yeah,
absolutely correct.
Different.
And I get almost nothing but sports, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the comments
honestly,
are terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say honestly, not fantastic because posts are the only good thing.
Yeah,
you can't get funny comments anymore because it's just a bunch of people posting videos that aren't related to the post that you're. It's fucking awful, but the posts are fine. If as long as you don't click on it. Ah, God. Actually, X fucking sucks. Elon.
He pivoted quickly there.
Yeah, fuck this guy. All right. This next post is coming from r/nice guys. This was posted by user the Philly Explorer, who captioned the following screenshot: NGVC. Women don't want a good man until they are damaged.
Okay.
We can already answer this one just off of that, but okay, let's get into it.
I mean, the women are damaged from guys like these.
Yeah. Dear men, let me tell you a secret. Okay, also, so many caps. So many words in caps. I don't know how to, unless I scream it, but then that's a lot of screaming.
Yeah, I'm good with you not screaming it.
Yeah. But there's a lot of words are caps and then regular and then caps and then, but just psychotic way to write this.
All right.
Dear men, women, or let me tell you a secret. Women don't want a good man until they are damaged. Good guys are never an option until a woman is tired of being played, until a woman has kids with a guy that doesn't want anything to do with her, until she gets old, until she wants a stepfather for her child, until she wants a husband. Early in life, most women choose wrong guys. And then after those guys spit them out, having used them, now they want a good man. The same good guy that they thought was boring. The same good guy they didn't want to talk to. Truth is, good guys deal with damaged women. Mentally, psychologically. This is my fault. Yeah, fuck me. Physicology? That's crazy. I tried to say physicology. Holy shit. Psychology.
You're so close.
We're moving on. And emotionally, I'm not okay. Bad guys get the best years, and good guys deal with women with insecurities, women with anger, and women with trauma. Don't get played. And that's why I say, let me update you when you start noticing certain behaviors from your woman. Class dismissed.
All right.
So, Wikimaniacs, does this guy fuck?
No, it's
yeah, obviously.
This guy wakes his ex-girlfriends up at 2 a.m. to make him shrimp.
Coconut
type
shrimp.
Of dude. Yeah. Oh man, it's just it's so like, have these guys never watched a crime documentary? You know what I mean? Like, sure, there are women out there who suck for sure. But you know what? The worst thing usually happens is they are pretty shitty. You know what I mean? Like, the worst thing when there's a psychologically issued guy.
How'd you say that?
Is they murder her? You know, like that's the other end of this. Is there's so much worse on the other end. And yeah, dude. I mean, if you treat women with respect and kindness and are a good boyfriend, then they will choose you. Like, there will be someone that chooses you. It doesn't sound like you do that. It sounds like you go, I'm a nice guy. Just be a respectable person and people will love you.
Just be fucking normal, guys.
Yeah.
It's really
not
bar. That hard to be fucking normal. And guess what? I'm positive you'll find some. You know how many single men and women are out there because everyone on the dating apps is fucking psychotic?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Both sides.
Both sides, men and women.
Yeah.
So if you're just fucking normal, I'm sure, not saying, I mean, it's very hard out in the dating world.
Here's the thing.
I'm with you, brothers and sisters. But if you be normal, you're boosting your chances, I think, at finding a lasting relationship. Again, I haven't internet dated, but I just got to assume being fucking normal is rare.
Also, it's going to happen. You know, you're going to have to probably date people to find the person you want to be with. And so if it's not the first person and they, you know, dump you or like move on to someone else, then that wasn't the person that it was meant to be. You know what I mean? It takes, not everyone's as lucky to just find the first person they date and marry that person. You got to date around, find out what you want. And I mean, between the span of, you know, your first dating years in high school to 25, you know, you change as a person quite drastically. And so the person you might want to be with changes drastically too. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to take time. People are going to date people. It's going to happen.
That's totally fine.
Not the fucking end of the world.
OP thinks as soon as a woman dates somebody, they are now broken and used which goods. Is fucking
that's crazy.
I never understand. They're like, oh yeah, dudes could fuck 1,000
I can
people.
date people.
Yeah, I can date however many people. I'm just trying to find love. But women can't do that. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, it's disgusting.
The worst. All right, Wikimaniacs. That's it for today. Josh, before I hand it over to you for any reviews or comments, I have a few Venmos that I need to go over, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
All right, first up, we got Ellen, who writes, my husband, Michael, and I are both big fans of the show, and we are quickly moving through all of your episodes. Soon enough, he'll hit episode number 1.
Oh, jeez.
It's my husband's birthday, and I'd like to make him a rich. Hopefully you guys read this soon, so I don't have to hide his birthday gift for so long. Ellen sends $8.89, and it sounds like she's about to make her husband a fucking patron. Hell yeah, Ellen.
Hell yeah. That's sick. Yeah, thank you for listening through. As we always say, once you get past episode 30 going backwards, it's different. It's a different show.
You don't have to listen to episode 1 is what we're telling you.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Michaela, who writes, victim of avocado toast. Also, fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
Whoa.
And Michaela sends 22 cents.
Thank you.
Next up, we got Phoebe, who writes, for Nora, I'm late to the party, but still want to participate. 8 is my favorite number, so here's $8, love. Phoebe the fan, a goat.
Whoa.
Next up, we got Kindle, who writes, tried to send through Insta, but heard John, spelled Gawn, say he didn't see anything. Hoping Sean, spelled Ceawn, can read this on the pod and get this message to him. I know only Josh, spelled Goughsh, checks the Google Doc, but I left a present for John, spelled differently this time, Jougn. There. Love, spiders, midscore can, midscore lactate.
Okay. We'll try and get whatever message we can to John.
They send 69 cents. Thank you. Spiders can lactate. Next up, we got Valeska, who writes, as a first-time donor and a long-time listener, your contributions mean a lot. Thanks for everything you guys do. Heart smiley emoji, watermelon emoji. Valeska sends $17. Thank you, Valeska.
Thank you.
Next up, we got Kayla, who writes, it's not just men who like to poop naked, Sean. Laughing emoji. Also sending love to the people in watermelon emoji.
Thank you.
Kayla sends 69 cents. Thank you, Kayla.
Hell yeah.
Did I ever say it was just men? I don't know if that was just me.
I don't know if we distinguish gender.
Yeah. No, I think there's a bunch of weirdos out there, Kayla. I'm just
All right, John's one of them.
And John's one of them. Next up, we got Lauren Venmo Goat. Lauren.
Let's go, Lauren.
Who writes, for having the best podcast that brings me joy every week. Love all 3 of you. Please share this with Josh and John. Lauren sends $30. Thank you, Lauren. Next up, we got Kayla, who writes, I look forward to my work commute when a fresh podcast with the boys drops.
Whoa.
Thank you for making me laugh and keeping spirits up during this enormously sad and horrific time in history. And thanks for making supporting the people of Palestine very accessible Free Gaza, pineapple emoji, and watermelon emoji. Kayla
Nice.
sends $10. Next up, we got Jocelyn, who writes, I tried to send this on Insta as 2 messages, but it won't let me until you accept the invite. Please open the message from, I'm not going to dox you, so I'm not going to put your Instagram name. So I can send you this story that absolutely obliterates the Sean rule. Jocelyn sends 10 cents. Jocelyn, I got to say, if you're trying real hard to send me anything, and this goes for anybody trying real hard to send us stuff. Oh my God. Hello. Is that Ringo?
That's Ringo, yeah.
Hello, Ringo.
Hey, you're back on the pod. Been a
Making
while.
us money.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. I got to say, if anybody wants to send us stuff and is having a hard time getting it to us, aka sending it on Venmo or sending it on Instagram or Patreon, I got to say a real quick way to get it read is just send it to me on Discord. And
true.
I feel, or any of the guys. I feel like getting tagged on Discord is pretty easy to find. So, yeah, I would suggest that to you.
Yeah, I mean, John's full-time starting this week, actually, the episode releases. So,
so,
our Instagram might be a little bit better after that, but it is a bit of a mess right now, for sure.
Yeah. And I got to say, it's just, I feel like way easier to just at somebody on a Discord than it is to, Instagram DMs, you get DMs, you get likes from posts, you get likes from, it's a lot. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Discord is, you get tagged, at least for me, I get tagged, I'm looking at it.
Yep, 100%.
All right, next up, we got Annie, who writes, Annie, our wrestling fan, who writes, in honor of Money in the Bank weekend, here's some money in Nora's bank. Love y'all. Also, thank y'all for being my road trip companion last week while I finished my first semester of grad school.
Whoa.
The courtroom, Am I the Asshole, also had me in stitches. Annie sends $10.69.
Whoa. Thank you, Annie.
Last but not least, we have Nisa, who writes, oh no, Sean, spelled SHAWN. You pronounced my name wrong, but it's okay though. My mom wanted to be cool in the 80s and spelled my name how it's not pronounced. It's Nisa. Watermelon emoji, pineapple emoji, watermelon, pineapple emoji. Nisa sends 69 cents.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Nisa.
All right, so that's a grand total of this week is $86.97. Thank you, Wikimaniacs. Truly, like we say, every dollar helps. So can't appreciate you guys enough. We'll be donating that to the GoFundMe soon here. So thank you guys for doing you. Josh, any comments, questions, concerns?
I just got one thing I want to shout out from, we just got tagged in it today, actually, on Instagram. Menin _ Lisette. They tagged us and said, been really enjoying Reddit on Wiki lately, so I thought I'd make a bit of fan art of the boys. Don't know if they'll ever see this, but if they do, hello, John, Josh, and Sean. Spelled your name wrong.
Just me?
Just you.
Me. Fantastic.
Y'all make me laugh. And then they made like little clay guys of us. I'll put it on screen and I'll put it in the show notes. But they're like they're really cool. They're like little clay. Little clay John's got like his mustache and little beard and a necklace.
John's hair looks fantastic.
It's great.
That's what I want my hair to look like in real life. The hair looks great.
Yeah. You got a little hat on, which I like, and the headphones. I've got my classic plaid shirt on and my beard. It's great. They're really well done. So if you want to check that out, Manon _ Lisette, a like on Instagram.
And maybe a follow.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
All right. Well, that's it for this week, guys. We'll see. Well, just for this day. We'll see you on Friday, unless you pay us, and then you'll see us on Thursday.
Whoa.
All right. Bye. Later.
Bye.
Therapy